November. There's nothing that Barack Obama can do, and it's not really fair. I thought Obama was very upfront with Chris Wallace. You know, he said, look, it's legit. He could have whined and said, oh, he didn't do that. He says, legitimate question. I understand why people are upset about it. But right now, there isn't anything that Obama can do other than one thing, which is hold a town meeting, because he obviously, Doctor, cannot control Wright. As you pointed out, Wright is in it for self-aggrandizement, he's in it for ego, and he's in it for money. He makes a lot of money doing this kind of crap. But aren't you stunned that there are so many millions of Americans in the media that approve of Wright's conduct? I am absolutely outraged about that.
Well, I'm not sure that people agree with Wright's conduct.
Oh, come on. Did you see the standing ovation that got in Detroit? Those are Americans.
Well, you know, those are Americans of a certain ilk. Those are Americans who agree
what certain ilk? They're in the NAACP. That's who they are. They're American citizens.
I would argue that the NAACP and the folks at the National Press Club are far more liberal than your standard Democrat. I think both parties have skeletons in their closet in terms of folks that they don't want aligned with their frontrunners. But I wouldn't say that most of Americans agree with Reverend Wright's
but millions
comments. Certainly
do.
Not his comments about
millions do. Millions do.
Well,
and
you know, honestly, I agree with some of his comments. You agree with some of his comments. I mean, he's making comments about our role in 9/11, and while I don't completely agree with them, I can see his argument. It's one that Howard Stern made right after 9/11.
Doctor, it's not a matter of parsing his comments about what he does good and what he does bad. It's about his hateful tone. It's about the overarch of the guy's an American hater. He's an American hater. And that's the problem.
Well,
he hates the country.
Most Americans would agree with you on that point, Bill.
He does.
Most Americans would agree with you on that point.
Yeah, he hates the country, and he's a pastor of a guy who could be president. That's the crux of the problem.
He doesn't represent Democrats. He doesn't represent even black churches. This man is speaking as though he represents constituencies.
All right, I'm going to give Barbara the last word. Go ahead, Barbara.
Well,